Hi friends, today we're going to learn how to do shape bingo. You're going to need your Friday packet and you're going to need the materials that are clipped onto the side. So you can unclip that and take off the packet, and then you need these pieces down here. So we're going to start with these cards. So you need the first two pages. They're the pages that have the dash lines on the side. And we're going to start by cutting out our bingo cards. So I'm going to take my scissors. When I'm holding scissors, my thumb is always in the small hole pointing up, and the rest of my fingers are in the bigger hole pointing down. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut up along the dash line. Make sure you're cutting on the dash line side because your bingo board has no dash line, also no words. So you're only cutting the ones that have the dash line and the words on them. So I'm going to cut all the way up and just cut off all the scraps. Going nice and slow, open, close, open, close. And I'm going to cut all of the pieces, and then I'm going to get rid of my scraps. And then I'm going to cut up the big strip down the middle. And then cut the other strip down the middle. And now I'm going to cut each card. So 1, 2, and I'm just going to keep cutting until all my cards are cut out. Once I'm done with my first stack, I'm going to go ahead and put them inside the little envelope that came with my supplies. I'm going to put them in here so I don't lose them. Put that off to the side and then cut out my next set of cards. We'll be using these to play bingo. Cutting off the whole line, trying to cut on that line as much as possible. Turning my paper, not my scissors. My scissors are always facing the same direction. My scraps go in my recycling bin. And then once again, my scissors are pointing away from me, and I cut up that strip. I never turn my scissors to cut. My scissors always go this way. My paper changes where it's at. So cut the rest of my shapes. Last ones. Okay, done with my scissors. Here are all my shapes. I'm going to put them into my envelope as well. And you can go ahead and mix them up a little bit too. Okay, so there are your shapes that you need for Shape Bingo. They should live inside this envelope forever. Now you need your Shape Bingo board. Your bingo board is two-sided. It does not matter which side you pick. Your bingo board might look different from mine, and that's okay, because we had lots of different versions of the bingo board. To play bingo, you're going to need your bingo board, you're going to need your shape cards, and then you're going to need something to mark your board with. That could be scrap paper, that could be if you have little like counting chips, if you have pennies, it could be if you have paper clips, Cheerios, whatever you have around the house. So here's how you play Shape Bingo. I'm going to use some scrap paper. I'm going to cut it or tear it as I use it. So I'm going to, without looking, I'm going to reach into my envelope and pull out a shape. So I pulled out the large purple, can't see it. I pulled out the large purple cone. So I'm going to look on my board and I'm going to just see if I have the large purple cone. And I do. Here's my matching shape. So I'm going to put a chip, right? So I'm going to mark my bingo board on there. Then I go with my next shape without looking. I pulled out the large green triangle. I do have a green triangle on my board, but unfortunately it's not a large green triangle. So this goes over there and I can't use it. My next shape is the small pink circle. And I have the small pink circle right there. So I'm going to put my shape or my chip right there. I am almost to a full line, but we are playing blackout bingo, so I don't win until my entire board is covered. So I got to keep going. All right, I pulled out the large red sphere. The large red sphere. Do I have it on my board? Yes, I do. So I'm going to take my chip and I'm going to cover that right there. Then I pulled out, the small orange rectangle. I have the large orange rectangle, so that one goes in my discard pile. The small blue cube. Nope. I have the big one. Small blue square. That I do have. So I'm going to cover it with my paper or my chip. The large pink circle. I don't have that. What about the small purple cone? Do I have that? Nope. But I do have the large blue cube. So I'm going to mark my large blue cube. And you just keep going and pulling out shapes until all of your shapes are covered. Then, once you have all your shapes covered, you get to say, bingo! And then if you want, you can clear your board, put your discarded shapes, mix them up, put them back into your envelope, and then you can turn your board over and you can play again. Have fun!